Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. And as usual, starting off with Euro-USD, and nothing really transpired. I mean, we did have a pretty solid move up, but we've come back up into this area of resistance, which is right here at 122.348, and we're kind of holding up there at the moment. So if we sort of come down to the hour, and let's just have a quick look through yesterday. So we had, when we did the video, we had the little triangle forming, break, there's a retest of the triangle, hope you can see that. So there's the bottom of the triangle, and then there's the top of the triangle there. So breakout, come back, retest the triangle, and then accelerate it away. So pretty good opportunity to get in there, but we're back in this area now. Now for me, obviously my rules is to buy off the pullback, and well, the breakouts, not the pullback to the breakout. So that was the breakout, come back, there is the retest, and off we went. So the next step now is I'm looking for the next opportunity, and there is the first one. That is going to be 122.055, and that looks like a pretty solid one if you look at that. So that's the first area, and then the second area is fairly close. It's right up here. Let's get it correct. And that is 122.271. We've got a massive amount of overhead resistance in this area, so I'm not too keen about that. I want a deeper pullback. So the other alternative is to wait for the break of the measured move at the moment. Now, I don't think there's much structure at that measured move. That measured move would basically be a breakout, fairly strong breakout of these previous two, well, not so much on that one, but these previous highs. So yeah, I think I'm looking for a deeper pullback before we start looking at this. At the moment, we're just hovering around the top here. So any pullbacks, decent pullbacks with structure, are to be bought at the moment. So this is looking like a continuation of the trend to the upside. US dollar, Japanese yen, big up, big down, big confusion. Then we had a gap up, piercing pattern with follow through. That there, you can see here, green bar, then gap up, close halfway down. So that's a piercing bar, follow through. And then we've got pretty much sideways the last couple of sessions. But, well, a couple of 8-hour bars. If I look at it this way, again, same as true. I'm looking for breakouts. And at the moment, that there is my first breakout. And let's just do that. That one we don't want. So that is my first breakout. So you can see that was the previous swing low we've come past. Looks like we've tested it. So that's the one I'm watching at the moment, 108.873. If we reject that during the European session, and you can do it, watch it on the 15-minute, if you get some decent price action rejection off there on the 15, then that is a great opportunity for short. Stop is above the current high of today, so a nice close stop in the downward trend line, and you're looking for a continuation to the downside. And the reality here is that's going to be your first target, which is 108.670, and that's a fairly strong target. The one just below that is right over there, and that is 108.567. So that's kind of a fairly decent opportunity brewing at the moment. If we do get above this and find support, then you can expect us just to muck around in this consolidation area here. British pound, Japanese yen is the next pair. So this is a complete confused pair as far as I'm concerned. I think stay away from it for now. So we had this wedge, and then we had a tail break below it. Then we had two bars that closed below it on the 8-hour, and then we kind of looked like we're getting going, and then came back and back into this. Well, let's just call it a flag. It's kind of a weird wedge, but it's kind of a flag. So yeah, the buyers are here waiting to push this higher, and guess what it's basically boiling down to. But there is structure below, and there are magnets below, which are basically they're trying to get down to, which is not really working very well, is it? So yesterday during the video, we were busy with this here, had the break, looked like a fairly decent break, back up, and would have taken people out. So at the moment, the breakouts are being tested. So this is the first one, 154287, and we've had a pin bar off that. So if this holds during the European session, and we're probably going to end up with a crossover, then you can expect to move to the upside. Problem I've got is, look at this consolidation area here, and that area 154477 and all the way to the top here is going to offer massive resistance, and I don't think I want to be in a position where it's bouncing around here. So I'll sit on the sides and wait for this structure to break and get clear. So 154813 is the top area of that structure. So that's the one side of it. The other side of it is just a second retest of this trend line, but we're above the moving averages again. So for me, that's a 50-50 call. I think we're sideways. I'll just stay away from that for now. Euro, British pound, kind of a similar situation. Look at these rejections up here for the moving averages, and trend is currently sort of down, but it's more sideways to down. So if you look at the hour, you'll see what I mean. That is clearly sideways, and that is clearly dangerous, and clearly something that I'm not interested in trading. So nothing more to say about that pair. We will wait for something more significant on there. But as I've said in the past, we're in an area of massive support right now on the weekly. And look at my weekly oscillators at the moment. That is dangerous. So I'm expecting this to continue. It's just got to get through this area of consolidation before it starts continuing to the downside. So that's the one that we're going to have to be patient for at the moment. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it for me on the Forex. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you next week. Cheers for now.